Hello, everybody. It's Patricia. Welcome to class. This evening, here is an evening, I'm going to guide you in a practice that incorporate some twisting and forward foldings with the intention to give you an experience to be calming, cooling, especially when it comes to your mind, just to become grounded, to let go of crazy thoughts in these difficult times. I recommend you to get a block if you have one. If you don't have any, you can use a refillable bottle of water or something that gives you some support for those of you who are not very flexible. There are a couple of postures where we attempt to catch our toes. If this is in the standing position, don't worry too much, you can just bend your knees. If this is in the seated position, you can get a hold of a hand towel if you don't have a strap at home. Um, the class is also meant to ground you by bringing awareness on the breath and consciously adapting the exhale in some of the postures. Later, we will sit for pranayama, in which we're going to do a two-part viloma, which is a two-part on the exhale, and I will guide you so this makes more sense when we are seated for the pranayama. And this will be a preparation for a kriya for apana vayu. The vayus are different energy systems that we have in our body. Well, yeah, part of the energy systems that move in different directions. So this evening, what we're going to do is to do a kriya that influences the apana vayu. The apana is the energy that sits in our pelvic floor and moves down. Physiologically, is the energy that helps us, to go to the bathroom, to let go, but emotionally, just to forgive, to move on in life, to be able to accept change as part of transformation. So I highly encourage you not to skip the meditation. It's really what is the juice of this practice. And the postures are just our way to get there so that we can sit in a stillness. And please remember to adapt as needed. And I hope you enjoy. To get started, let's lay down on the floor on our back. Please get a comfortable position where your feet are resting effortlessly and your arms are on the side with the palms of the hands facing up. Close your eyes. Begin noticing your body. Notice the way your ribs expand effortlessly with the inhale and with the exhale. And do your best not to try to control or manipulate the outcome of the breath right now. Now next, notice the quality of your mind. Is your mind busy with the different flow of thoughts? Is it distracted, focused, or sluggish? Just notice, don't judge. Next, identify vibration in your body. Where do you feel a particular tingling? Now please start to deepen your breath. Consciously move the breath so that the inhale begins on the chest and gradually reaches down to the lower back, pelvic floor, hips. And with the exhale, gently cue the navel to move to your back. We repeat that. Our first movement is going to be a simple uh, asymmetric movement. So when you feel ready, bring your arms to the side and place the palms of your hands facing down next to your hips. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, go ahead and inhale softly and exhale softly. In the next inhale, begin raising your right arm in front of you and overhead, and gradually flex your left foot, pointing the toes to your face. Exhale and bring your arm down and gradually relax the foot. Now switch sides. Inhale with the left arm and gradually flex your right foot. As you exhale, bring your arm down, relax the foot. We will repeat this. Now try to inhale in about 5 seconds, right arm, left foot. And this time as you exhale, gradually turn your head to the left, moving the head away from the arm. Now switch to the left arm, right foot. In about 5 seconds, inhale. And as you exhale, try to equal the exhale to 5 seconds as you relax everything. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale, right arm, left leg, head neutral, between 5 seconds, maybe 6 if you feel comfortable. Equally in the length of the exhale as you come down, turning your head away from the arm that is moving. Left arm, right foot, same length as the previous repetition. Exhale and come on down, your head turning to the side. This time, begin the movement with your right arm, left foot in about 7 seconds. Inhale. And take 7 seconds to exhale. Remember to turn your head away from the arm that is moving and relaxing the foot. Now, 7 seconds. Inhale with the left arm, right foot flexing. And exhale on 7 seconds, coming back down, head to the right, foot relaxes. Now for symmetry, let's do both arms, both feet. And this time do it in about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling about the same length, 8 counts. As your arms come down, relax your feet. Please repeat this movement to stay about 8 counts inhaling. Now hold the posture as you exhale, tighten the belly. Stay here. If possible, inhaling 8 counts, exhaling 8 counts. If that's too much, just back off. It's okay to do it inhale 7 or 6, even 5. Just make sure the exhale is the same length as your inhale. Keep those feet active, the heels moving away, navel to the spine, pick up the lower belly as you exhale. Take one last breath in place. When it's time to take your next exhale, come out of the posture, bringing your arms to the side and relaxing your feet. We will now do a modification of Apanasana. When you are ready, please bend your legs and place your feet flat on the floor. We'll do one leg at a time. Please pick up your right leg and have your hands behind the kneecap. Inhale, moving your knee away. Exhale, bend your elbows and pull your knee to the chest. No need to count, but just move slowly. Connect the breath with the movement. Feel the extension of your upper back, neck, and shoulders. And as you exhale, bring your knee back, navel to the spine. Now repeat this, but as you move your leg away, make the leg straight. And at the top of your inhale, point your toes to your face, sink that hip. And as you exhale, bring your knee to the chest, soften the elbows. Please repeat that one more time. Let the breath carry and sustain the movement. When you finish, land your foot on the floor and do the same on the other leg. Begin with the knee bend. As you inhale, move the knee away, feel a stretch on your upper back, neck, shoulders. Exhale, bring your knee to the chest, pull the navel. Repeating this, and even though we are not counting, make sure you don't feel rushed. Now let's do the second adaptation of this. Inhaling, extend your leg, keep your hands behind the kneecap. Exhale, bend the knee, bend your elbows, lower back rounded. One more time. Now as you finish this one, keep your knee next to your chest, have your hands on the floor, and now bring your other knee to the chest. Have your hands next to your hips with the palms of the hands facing down. Now inhale, elevate both arms, legs straight both together. Exhale, bring your arms down, bend the knees. So it's the same movement you just did, but now with both arms, both knees. Repeat. Inhale, elevate both arms overhead. Let the legs go straight. Sink the hips, point the toes to your face. And as you exhale, bring your arms down and bend the knees. We'll do one more, this time to hold the posture. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Hold there. Exhale, stay. Now, next time you inhale, put a tiny bending on the knees, put a tiny bending on the elbows. Exhale, extend arms and legs in both directions. Repeat that. Micro bend the knees and elbows as you inhale. Don't let your scapulas come off the floor. Exhale, extend the arms with a shrug in your shoulders. Do that one more time, please. Now give it a nice stretch in all directions. Inhale. And when it's time to exhale, bring yourself back down. Arms to the side. Allow your feet to rest. Now go ahead and turn around and come to your hands and knees. Align your hands under the shoulders, hip and ankles hip distance apart. And now take a smooth inhale, and as you exhale, go ahead and sit on your heels. Inhale, come back to the hands and knees. Curl your toes, please, and as you exhale, go to downward facing dog. Now please stay here. Those of you who cannot place the heels on the floor, micro bend the knees. Just feel a nice extension in each vertebra. Bring your chin down as if you are looking at your belly button. With each exhale, keep your hips up. Take one more breath. Just use as an opportunity for neutrality. When you are ready, please step forward with your right foot and then bring your feet parallel, about 2.5, no more than 3 feet distance apart. If you are not very flexible, position a block next to the outer edge of your right foot. Bend your right knee and bring your arms parallel to the floor. Twisting. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and twist to the right. Place your left hand on the floor. Now stay there, inhale. And as you exhale, look up to the sky and twist a little deeper. Now inhale, come back. Repeat the same side. Exhaling, twist to the right. Your left hand comes to the edge of your foot. This time, stay, and as you exhale, turn your head down but keep twisting. We'll repeat this too. When you are ready, inhale, come back to the center, make sure to spiral. Exhale, twist, and then forward fold. Hold the position, take a smooth inhale, and as you exhale, look up to the sky and twist a little deeper. Be ready to come back on the inhale, and exhale, go back to the right, left hand to the arch of your foot, stay inhale, looking down as you exhale, spin from the belly button. And when you come ready to come up, grab the block and come on up. Put your hands down, pause. In the meantime, place the block on the arch of your left foot. We'll do the other side. Let's begin with the arms parallel to the floor, palms of the hands facing up. Take a smooth inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand now comes to the arch of your foot. Come back, inhale, stay. Exhale, twist, looking up to the sky. Then inhale, come back. Exhale, twist again. This time we're going to stay, and as you exhale, look down to the floor while you increase the depth of the twist. Come back on your next inhale. Twist again. Remember to keep that left knee bent. Hold the posture. Take a smooth inhale. And with your exhale, look up and spin a little deeper. Then use the next inhale to return to the ups position. Exhale, twist one more time. Hold the posture, inhale. And as you exhale, look down to the floor and spin. Grab your block to come back on the inhale. Put your hands down, pause. And in the meantime, place your block one more time on the outside of your right foot. If you have two blocks, obviously you don't have to do that. Now we're going to go back to side one to stay. Inhale. As you exhale, twist, and now let's stay here. Look at a point that is comfortable for your neck. Those of you who have more flexibility, feel free to make both legs straight. And I hold this posture for about 4 more breaths. At the end of each exhale, pause your breath 1, maybe 2 seconds, no more than 2 seconds, and use the pause to spin the belly deeper. Notice if your mind responds reactively. If that's the case, don't do the pause. When you complete, come up on the inhale, and let's do side 2 to stay. Place the block on the outside, begin with the palms of the hands facing up. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, go ahead and twist. Right hand comes to the side. Once again, settle down. And when you are ready, if you want to extend both legs, go ahead and do that. And then at the end of each exhale, pause the breath, if it's comfortable for your mind, between 1 and 2 seconds, allowing for your mind to settle down during the pause. If it feels too forced, don't do the pause. When you finish about 4, maybe 5 breaths, use the inhale to come up, and we will meet standing up. Bring your arms down, pause and notice. When you are ready, please step to the front of your mat. We will now counterpose this with forward bends. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, just inhale softly and exhale. Now place the hands behind your hamstrings, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, navigating the hands behind your legs. Catch your ankles. Now inhale, lengthen the spine without lifting your head too much. Exhale, forward fold. Now come back, inhaling and sliding your hands behind the legs. And let's repeat that. Exhaling, forward folding. When you catch your ankles, inhale, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, forward fold. Please go ahead and continue doing that 2 more times. And be conscious that as you forward fold, you still create maximum length on your spine. When it's time to inhale for that pause at the bottom, don't lead with your head, lead with the heart. When you come up, lead again with your heart. The chin should not be leading. 1 more time. Now let's stay here. It's your choice if you want to just hold your ankles, or if you prefer, if you are more limber, have your hands on the floor. Those of you who want something different, you can always cradle the elbows, allowing your head to hang. And when you are ready, please step back with your right foot, pick up the back heel, and just hold the posture for a lunge. Bend the front knee as much as is comfortable. If you want, place a block under your hands, just to reach better for some of you. Keep lifting the back heel, bending the front knee deeply. And when you complete about 4 breaths, please step forward and switch the legs. Now step back with your left. High lunge, bend the front knee deeply, as much as is comfortable. Use the breath to lengthen the neck. Feel one straight line from the back heel to the top of your head. At the end of your 4th exhale, please step back into downward facing dog. And from there, take a smooth inhale into hands and knees. And then use the exhale to sit on your heels just for a moment before we do second round. Inhale, return to your hands and knees, curl the toes. Exhale, put your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Now please step forward with your right foot. High lunge. Now place your hands above the kneecap. If you want, that's it. Just stay there. Otherwise, bring your arms up. Take a smooth inhale, and as you exhale, start to lean forward. And gradually bring your left arm on the outside of your right leg. If you want, place a block under. Once you find the center, have your left hand on the outside of the leg and bring your right arm over your head. It can be pointing to the sky or completely over your head. Keep the back heel lifted. Keep the front knee bending. Complete a couple more breaths there. When you are ready, step forward. Now switch feet. So now your left leg is in front. Get the same setup as you did earlier. Lean forward a little bit first. And then when you are ready, bring your opposite arm on the outside of the leg. That would be your right arm on the outside of the left leg. You can have your left arm pointing to the sky or overhead. And whatever you choose, keep twisting, keep opening to the sky. And when you are ready, please step forward again. Catch your big toes. If you cannot reach, just bend the knees and you can catch your calf muscles. Take a smooth inhale and lengthen, and on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Put your hands on the heart and pause. We will continue with a series of lunges, but now we're going to do it more dynamically, bringing coordination of arms and legs. When you are ready, please inhale, bring your arms up and step back with your right leg on a high lunge. Exhale, bring your arms down and bring your knee up. Inhale, step back into the high lunge, arms up. Exhale, arms down, knee up. Please go ahead and do that 2 more times and try to control the rhythm. If it's difficult, just put your tiptoes on the floor. And in the next one, stay. Just hold it and bring your hands to the heart. Now do a reverse prayer. Take a smooth inhale, and as you exhale, bring your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Stack the elbows. Take a smooth inhale, and spin to the left. If comfortable, look up to the sky. Just allow those internal organs to be ringing and detoxing. When you finish, you will step forward again. Inhale, come on all the way up, and be ready for side 2. Inhaling, bring your arms up, and this time we will step back on the lunge with the left foot. As you exhale, bring your arms down, knee up to the sky. Inhale, step back on the lunge. Exhale, arms down, knee up. Keep going 2 more times. It's a challenging movement. You will notice it's easier on one side or on the other. On the 4th one, stay. On your exhale, bring your hands to the heart and be ready to twist. On the next exhale, bring in your left arm on the outside of your right knee. Stack the elbows. And I look up, holding the posture between 4 and 5 breaths. Use the force of your navel to keep spinning. If you need to readjust, do that. And when you feel that you have done about the same number of breaths and inside one, step back on down dog just for a breath. We will now transition to the front. Inhale, look up to the spot between your hands and see where you are going, micro bending your knees. Exhale the air out, and a walk or jump or step up. Now, please, if you are flexible enough, place the fingertips, under the ball of the feet, and inhale, lengthen, exhale, forward fold. And once again, if that's too far out of your reach, just bend the knees. You can catch your calf muscles instead. Take one more breath in place. Now be ready to come up, inhaling, and pause for one full breath. Our next posture will be a balancing posture on chair pose. Wherever you're in your breath cycle, go ahead and inhale and exhale. Now, inhale, bring your arms over your head. Exhale, hands to the heart, chair pose. Now, you can just pick up your right heel and stay here balancing like that, or place your right ankle on top of the left knee. It's okay to use the wall just to help you. Just sink the hips where it's comfortable. My hips are very tight, so I don't go very low, but for me, I can feel it. Take one last breath here. And when you are ready, get out of the posture. Let's do side 2. Inhale, raise your arms over your head. Hands come to the heart. Exhale, chair pose. Pick up the left heel and either stay there or place the ankle on top of the right knee and a sink. Find a point of gazing at the horizon that doesn't move. If you come out of the posture, just come back to it. When you finish, come on out of the posture on the next inhale and bring your foot down. We will now compensate with a contralateral movement of forward folds. When you are ready, please, forward fold over your legs. Begin with your hands on the sacrum with the palms of the hands facing up. To begin, inhale, sweep both arms over your head. Now forward fold, but only bring your right arm to the sacrum, turn your head to the right, extend with the left. Inhale, sweep your right arm, both arms meet at the top. Now exhale, bring your left arm down and then turn your head to the left. Let's alternate this one more time. Inhale, sweep the left arm. Now as you go down on the exhale, exhaling about 5 seconds. Sweeping your right arm on the inhale. In about 5 seconds, exhale, sweeping your left arm to the sacrum, head to the left. Come back inhaling. And for symmetry, use both arms, but see if you can go slower with about 6 seconds on your forward fold. And let's do one more and try to go slower. Inhale, come on all the way up. And as you exhale, forward fold, see if you can go maybe 7 or 8 seconds on your exhale. Now let's stay there. Take one breath. And when you're ready, please step back to downward facing dog. We will now transition to the floor. On your next inhale, come to the hands and knees. Keep your feet curled and please go ahead and sit on your heels. So you are on the ball of the feet. Now, if that's too painful, do what I'm doing to place a block supporting your knees. If you don't have a block, just pause the video and roll a blanket. Now, open your arms to the side and bring your right arm under the left for eagle arms. Now, take a smooth inhale and leave the elbows. Exhale, roll your shoulders back. Take another breath there. And the next time you exhale, turn your head over the right shoulder. Hold it for about 3-4 breaths. It might be a little uncomfortable, please don't go to the point of pain. Respect your feet. When you complete maybe 3-4 breaths, come out of the posture. If your feet are killing you, just give them a tap for a moment, just like I'm going to do. I suffer from plantar fasciitis, so that's a little bit of an effort for me. So let's do side 2. Support your knees if needed. And this time when you are ready, open your arms to the side and left elbow under the right one. Hook the hands. Inhale, lift those elbows. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Take another breath, and as you exhale, turn your head over to the left shoulder. Hold the posture between 4 and 5 breaths at your level of comfort. Navel is still moving to the back. Find that fine edge between pain and pleasure. Hopefully more pleasure than pain. When you finish, come out of the posture, give them another tap. And now let's do a twist. Go ahead and sit on your knees. If this is difficult, have a seat with your legs crossed. Now we're going to begin twisting to the right. You might want to use your block for the hand that is behind. Place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Take a smooth inhale, and as you exhale, twisting to the right. Stay in position, and the next time you exhale, turn your head as far as it can go to the opposite direction. And now just tilt your left ear down, close your eyes. As you hold the posture, keep pulling the navel to the right side. So there is a little bit of leaning back on your right hand. Let's hold for 1 or 2 more breaths. And when you are ready, come on out of the posture and let's switch sides. So now your right hand will be on the outside of your left knee, left hand on the back. Take a smooth inhale. Exhale, twist from your navel to the left. When you are ready to mobilize your head, with the exhale, turn your head over the front shoulder. Do this slowly, and only the head should move, the torso is still spinning to the left. And then tilt your right ear down, close your eyes, and I hold the posture for about 4 breaths. The effect of the twist is not coming from the shoulders or your head, it's coming from the navel. When you finish, come out of the posture using your inhale to return to the center. Now please extend your fingers and make a fist, wrapping your thumb on your fingers, and place the knuckles of your fingers on each side of your belly button. And use the exhale to forward fold. If you need support for your forehead, place a block in front of you so your forehead gets support. In my case, I need to put the block on the higher position. So do what feels good to you. If you are among those people who can place the forehead on the floor, it's okay. You don't need to use the block. Just adapt. By the way, even a chair is perfectly okay. Now let's hold the posture and allow your fist to ride the wave of the inhale and to go deeper on the exhale. This is a technique I learned from my teacher, Rod Stryker. It's part of the Tantra yoga. It's a good way to massage your internal organs, to draw blood flow there. When you finish the next exhale, just slowly come out of the posture using the inhale. And just take a breath. Now please, let's extend our legs. If you have an altar, I recommend you not to point your feet to your altar. And just position yourself with your legs are extended. We're going to do Paschimottanasana. I'm going to demonstrate first. When you are ready in a moment, the first movement is going to be extending the arms over the head. And then we're going to reach forward, catch the ankles or the feet or the toes. And then we're going to extend on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to forward fold. Okay? And then using the inhale, we're going to come up. So that's what we're going to do. Now we'll do it together. Okay, let's elevate your arms. Wherever you're in your breath cycle, go ahead and inhale softly, don't move yet. Exhale. Now inhale again. Let's begin the movement. Exhaling forward fold, reaching, extending your lower back. Inhale, catch and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Now let go, and as you inhale, extend your lower back. And let's repeat this movement. Exhaling, forward folding. If needed, micro bend the knees, please. Catch. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, forward fold. Now let's control the breath. Inhale, come on up. No need to count, but just don't rush. And as you exhale, please go ahead and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, catch. Inhale, lengthen. Forward fold on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let go. And come on up, inhaling. Let's do 2 more rounds, and this time you mentally count, exhaling in 7 counts. Notice that the slower we move, the more you need to focus. Catch, inhale, lengthen, lift the heart, sink the hips. Exhale on 7 counts, a very controlled movement. Don't rush the inhale, come on up from the heart. Last round, let's make an 8 count exhale. So super slow. Pay attention to what you are doing. At number 8, catch. Inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, forward fold in 8 seconds. When you get there, we're going to follow with a twist. Go ahead and place your right foot catching the big toe or the ball of the left foot, and then pick up the left. Take a smooth inhale. And as you exhale, bring your left arm to the back and a twist to the left. Look at your left hand if possible. Now I want you to push your heel away, your left heel towards the hand, but your left hand is reaching away. Use the navel to twist. Soften the gaze. Complete about 4 breaths, maybe 5, it's comfortable. And then when you finish, come on back center and let's switch sides. So go to the opposite foot, that would be the right foot, your left hand catching. A same place, inhale. Exhale, extend your right arm. Look to your right hand. Keep a tall torso. Hips are sinking evenly on the floor. Don't let your right hip come off the floor. Now push your right heel against the hand. Keep spinning using the belly button. Soft gaze. Now to get in the balance of the posture, just allow each inhale to lengthen the spine. Using the core, using the navel to deepen the twist. And when you finish the next exhale, use the inhale to return to the center. And softly put your foot on the floor. Now take a breath. And when you are ready, lay on your back for our next movement, which is Apanasana with an adaptation. Please bring both knees to the chest, put your hands on the kneecaps. Wherever you're in your breath cycle, just inhale softly and exhale. Now inhale, move your knees away. Exhale, bring your knees to the chest and bend your elbows. Now do the same. Inhale, move both knees away, but now on your exhale, only bring your right knee to your chest. Take a smooth inhale and move the knee away so it's aligned with the other one. And at the next exhale, only bring your left knee to your chest. Inhale, move the knee away. And this time bring both knees together again. So that's one round. Let's do one more round. Both knees away on the inhale. And only the right knee comes into the chest. Inhale, move it away. As you bring your left knee to the chest, engage the navel. Keep your chin down, by the way. Now let's go ahead and do one more round. Exhale, bring both knees to your chest. Now keep going, alternating Inhaling, bringing your legs away. And I alternate the right knee alone, just like you've been doing. Just notice that the more we go into it, the mindset starts to slow down. Our energy starts to be a little more calm than when we began. The nature of the movement starts to become less reactive. And one more with both knees on the chest. Now, at the end of this one, let go of your knees and open your arms to the side and gradually place your feet flat on the floor. We're going to follow with a twist. Go ahead and place your right ankle on top of the left knee. Take a smooth inhale. And as you exhale, twist both knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. If it's comfortable, reach with your left hand and catch the right ankle. Now stay there, adjust your right arm so the shoulder is not higher than your neck. And start to bring your right knee away from you. And with each exhale, spin the belly button to the right. And you're gonna feel a delicious stretch that is, for me, is very internal. I feel it on my psoas, which is this muscle that connects upper body with lower body. But I also feel it on the right sit bone. Keep your inner gaze soft. And at the end of the forehead, come on center, but don't move your ankle. And pick up the legs, and you can catch the left knee from behind, or if you are more flexible, put both hands above the knee and just give your left knee a hug. And just experience that. As you might have noticed, we have done a lot of release for the hips today. The hips hold a lot of tension, especially when times are difficult, when there is a lot of anxiety in our environment, whether it's because of personal or external circumstances, we hold that on the hips. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden you are too tight. All right, let's do side two. When you are ready, left ankle on top of the right knee, and then use the exhale to twist. Catch the ankle this time with your right hand. Your gaze turn to the left. Adjust. And when you are ready, now start to move your left knee away from your torso. Belly button now spin to the left. And just notice how different this side is. You might feel a stronger experience on one side. Obviously, we are never symmetric. Please complete 4 breaths. And when you finish, let go of your ankle and use the inhale to return to the center. Once you get there, please pick up your right knee and catch it. And I would recommend you to do the catch exactly as you did on side one, even if this side is easier than the other one. Now, if this is the tighter side, well, of course, adjust as necessary. And just give it a hug and just experience that nice restoring of the area of the sit bones, the groin, all these muscles that join at the hip. And just allow for you to surrender into the feeling. Don't fight it. This is here. You don't fight it. Now let's release it. And we're gonna finish with another movement for hip release. So when you are ready, please have a seat. And I'm gonna sit on a 90-degree angle. I need you to put your right leg on there and place your left leg on top. And align your upper knee above the lower ankle. Now take a smooth inhale there, and as you exhale, forward fold over your legs. If you want, move your hands in front of you and allow the weight of your body to help you to open the hip joints. See if you can relax your elbows, shoulders, head, kidneys. Notice the pause between breaths. When you finish the next exhale, come on up slowly, taking your time. And please switch. Remember that your lower ankle should be right below the knee. Don't let that lower ankle be too close to your sit bone. It has to be like a square, okay? And when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go ahead and forward, fold over your legs. Again, find a space for your arms to be in front and your body to help you to open the hips. And just as I said before, just find that edge where it's a little uncomfortable, but you know you need it. And it's not putting you in the point of pain. No pain in yoga, please. And just like you did on side one, see if you can just get comfortable enough to listen to the pulse of your breath. Now take one last breath here and use the inhale to come up out of the posture. Now let's compensate this with another round of Paschimottanasana. Please spread your sit bones apart, take a smooth inhale, exhale forward, fold over your legs. And I'm hanging here for about 4, maybe 5 breaths. This is our last posture, just enjoy it. Try not to pull yourself too hard. It's more about letting go, really, about releasing your lower back. When you finish, come out of the posture, and we will now continue with pranayama. So go ahead and find a comfortable position, and we will leave the shavasana for the end today. When you are ready, sit tall, close your eyes. Kaya stira. Kaya means the body, stira means stillness. Just have any final adjustments, close your eyes. To get started, I'm going to ask you to direct your attention to your solar plexus, which is this area below the breastbone and above the belly button. Consciously inhale there, and as you continue inhaling, feel the air moving downwards towards the pelvic floor. As you exhale, feel a slight lift of the pelvic floor and the navel. Just go ahead and repeat that. Find a comfortable pace on the inhale and the exhale. Choose a number that feels comfortable for your exhale, but that you can divide into. And just shape the next couple of exhale in that number, maybe a 6, maybe an 8. For those of you with more experience, maybe a 10. We will now continue with a 2-part exhale, which is called Viloma. So continue with the same directional flow of your inhale, beginning on your belly, and then continuing inhaling on your lower belly, lower back. But now exhale half of your exhale, just contracting the lower belly. Pause for a second, and then exhale the second half, contracting your mid belly. Without rushing, inhale into your solar plexus and direct the rest of your inhale to the pelvic floor, lower back, hips. Exhale half of your air, compacting the lower belly. Pause for a second, and then exhale the second half, compacting the mid belly. And we will continue for a few more rounds. Use this rhythm. It should not feel forceful or difficult. Otherwise, just back off on the length of your exhale Don't be too competitive. Your breath should not become a distraction. Now, if it's comfortable, as you continue with this technique, on the second part of your exhale, even allow the navel not only to move back, but to be lifted as though it's helping you to grow taller. Now, please complete one more round. And when you finish, just stay still, wait for a moment, observe the part of you that is at rest. And you might notice that your attention automatically is concentrated on the lower belly, in this area of Apana. We will now continue with a Kriya that is very helpful to feel rooted, grounded, especially when we feel a little bit anxious or that things are out of our control. If you feel that you got enough, instead just pause the recording and just do the meditation at your own comfort, or simply pause the recording and lay on your back for Shavasana. Now, those of you who are going to do the Kriya, we will begin sensing this area of your lower belly, and sense that very intentionally you guide the inhale to come from the solar plexus down to the pelvic floor as you were doing before. Now, on the exhale, sense that the energy moves down to the earth and penetrates the base where you are seated. There is no need to count the breath now. As you inhale, the energy descends through your spine, moving to the solar plexus, then to the pelvic floor. Your exhale consciously releases that energy as though you are getting roots to the earth, a strong foundation. Please continue. And as you continue, see if you can be more of the one experiencing, allowing the energy to unfold so you don't feel rushed. And just as the energy unfolds, just feel rooted.
Be willing to get grounded, steady. Let the Kriya bring a sense of security and to reveal your foundation. If at any point your thoughts distract you, pause for a moment and start over. Now please stop the technique. You are welcome just to remain seated for as long as is comfortable, allowing yourself to build up in this stability and this foundation you have just cultivated, or turn around and lay on your back. Whatever you wish to do, there is no right or wrong. Thank you so much for joining me, and until I see you again, namaste.